Yeah, like I look inside and there's a cat.
Schedule that for me first.
In other words, you don't lose
Way too much money.
Oh, mira. O sea, no venís a vos. ¿Ah?
Bueno,
Yes,
sir.
Male or female?
So you can melt.
Male. Ooh. My first officer. Yeah.
People out here, right? Where they're like, no, I grew up here. I used to know everybody around here, right? I hear that a lot from Ebony or whatever. And then he was one of those people that like we went on tour one night. He was like, Ramsey was one of those people we met earlier in the day.
Which way? This way?
It's also important too, so
O sea, estaba viendo ahí. But I do have one real coat. That was grandma. Bruce or grandma Molly.
Oh, it is David Yarrow. I know, bro. He was so real about it too.
Yeah, but also.
En Walmart. And we passed it? And I think we passed it.
That was so hard.
It's more about the fun.
Get the whole and the turquoise.
Look at these poor guys.
Non, c'est pas.
Ya la tengo. It's gonna have.
Pero mamá, aquí se ve Banguela.
Ecatepec Woodlands, Parque Popular de Chimalhuacán, Estados Unidos.